Okay, for homework 418, I'd like you to copy all this work and then the words to show me that you listen, and then I'm going to have you try one on your own. So here we go. I want you to see that this is a one solution. I know it's a one solution already because looking at these, the numbers in front of X are different. Look, one of them has a 3. This other one has a little hidden 1 right there. As soon as I see a different number in front of X, different change, I know my lines are going to be touching in one place. It's going to be a one solution. Let's find out. So here I go. Starting at 1 on the y-axis for that 1 in blue. This number in front of X is 1. Made into a fraction is 1 over 1. So from that point 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1. Draw a line through those. That is the point y equals x plus 1. My line in red, here I go, -3. First word is green, green. Start at -3, going right 1, up 3. That is way different than over 3, up 1. Don't do it that way. 3, which is 3 over 1, right 1, up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1, up 3. Draw that line best you can. Label it. Know that this point right here is the solution point. That is the coordinate 2, 3. I want you to be able to check it. Take that answer for x and y and plug it in to both x and y locations over here for both equations. It has to work in both for the check. So here I go. Here's my check. I'm going to, in that y spot, put a 3 for that first equation up there in blue. I got equal. Where that x is, I'm going to put a 2. And then, of course, 3. Does that equal 2 plus 1? Yes, it does. 3 equals 3. Plug into that next one. Plug in 3 into that equation's y. Plug in 2 into that equation's x right there. Remember, though, that equation had a 3 there already. Plug in 2 right here. -3. That gives me 3 equals 6 minus 3. 3 equals 3. That one works. What I want you to be able to do is start to understand really the math that we're trying to show you here. So I'd like you to copy this down. Remember, you could take these equations and solve them for y and graph them. Or what you could do is a little trick. You can take these y's out of here, pretend like those y's are no longer there, and take that piece since they're equal to y, and you could set those two equal to each other like this. And now if you solve this the way I've taught you, I'd like you to write this down. Start on the left. Get rid of the plain number on the left. Bring everything down. Get rid of now that number with the x on it on the right, and then back to the left to divide. Last step, always on my left side. My last step is to divide. And I could see right there, all that work, it gives me the x number, which is 2. So if I wanted to change this to a coordinate, I'd put 2 there. But then, to find out what y is, I would go back to one of the original equations that had a y in it, and I will replace that x with 2 to find that y number. So if I take that 2 and plug it in back into one of those equations with x and y in it, it will give me what that y number has to do. So 2 right there plus that 1, that gives me y equals 3. put that 3 right there, same as this 3 up here. So you can see that's called solving it using substitution, substituting one piece of the equation into the other. Since they're both equal to y, I could plug that piece in there, or I could put a y in there. Remember, this is called substitution, but you get that same answer. Second word is wave. Wave. What I'd like you to do to get full credit, I'm going to give you a set to try on your own. I'd like you to solve it by graphing. I'd like you to check your answer, and then I'd like you to solve it using that little algebra trick that I showed you. Let's try to give you a nice easy one. How about y equals 4x minus 6 and then let's do the other one, y equals 1x plus 3. All right, so again, I'd like you to solve this by graphing. Should meet up here somewhere. Check that point and then solve it algebraically. Write it so instead of there being y's there, since the y's are equal to each other, I could write those equations like this. And again, you can see that different x's, different number, it's going to be a one solution. Solve it the way I taught you. You'll get your one solution. All right, third word is turtle. Turtle. Good luck on this problem. See you tomorrow.